Hi, I'm Josephine, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really cool collage bookmark. I really like reading, and I hope you guys like reading too, and we all know that reading's a little more fun with a fun bookmark. So this is how mine turned out. You'll see how I made it in the video, and then hopefully you'll have a really cool one too. Here's how to make it. First, here are the supplies you'll need. An assortment of colored paper. I just have a box where I keep scraps like this. And then some magazines that are okay to cut up, so make sure nobody still wants to read them. Then you'll need a glue stick, which I forgot to show here, some packaging tape, and also some scissors. The first thing we need to do is find little bits from the magazines that we like so that we can put them on our bookmarks. So I started by grabbing one magazine, just flipping through and getting a sense of what I could use. Like this little bit of clouds, or maybe these lanterns, or some of these letters. Then I started actually removing the things I liked from the magazines. So sometimes it was a corner of a page like you just saw, or sometimes I'd see a specific picture or illustration that I really liked. Here I found this little guitar that I took. Or sometimes I even ripped out a whole page because I wasn't quite sure which part of the page I'd want to use yet. As I was doing this, I was also trying to find things that matched and consider kind of a color scheme that I wanted. Then once I felt like I had a couple good pieces cut out, I set the rest of the magazines to the side and took a closer look at what I'd found. The reason I did this is so I could move on to the next step and decide a background color for the bookmark and know what would be going on it so I could make them all match. I picked this blue color and set the rest of my extra paper to the side. Now it's time to cut out the base of our bookmark. You'll need your scissors and you'll need your packaging tape. You want your bookmark to be thinner than the tape because we'll use the tape to cover the bookmark, kind of like laminating it. So use the tape to estimate how wide your bookmark should be and then just cut it out. Try to make the lines relatively straight, but it doesn't need to be perfect. This is what mine looks like. The next step is to make those big pages and parts of the magazine we ripped out into smaller pieces that will actually fit on the bookmark. While doing this, I didn't worry about where these pieces would actually go on the bookmark, but I did try to think about having a variety of colors and also a variety of shapes. Then, once I got all my pieces cut out, I worked on arranging these shapes on the bookmark. I realized that they wouldn't all fit on the front, so I ended up putting about half of them on the front and half on the back. But I started with only arranging the front. Next, you'll need to grab your glue stick, and we are going to glue these pieces on before we tape them. You don't need to use a ton of glue because the tape will hold them in place. The glue just helps us do the tape without the pieces moving. Once the front side of your bookmark is all glued on, you can flip your bookmark over and start arranging and then gluing the back too, but it's okay if you want one side to be blank. This next step is the trickiest part of the project, so make sure you watch how I do it before you try. You'll need your packaging tape. Find where it starts and then stretch it out so it's a little bit longer than the bookmark. You'll want to try to think about centering it on top of the bookmark once you get it stretched out. And then you'll press it down onto the bookmark. It's okay if it sticks to the table. And then cut the bookmark off from the rest of the tape and press the tape down onto the bookmark. Then you'll do the same thing on the other side. Even if you only have magazine pictures on one side, you should still put tape on both sides because it helps the bookmark stay strong. So make sure you again take the time to press the tape down onto the bookmark nicely. Then grab your scissors and we're going to be cutting some of the excess tape off. You can decide how much tape you want sticking out on each side. I just did a little bit based on what I think looks the best. Take your time with this step because you'll be able to see how neat of a job you did. And that's our final step. Now you have your awesome bookmark. Here's what mine looks like. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.